Travis Kelce made history once again, and this time he did it with a gesture straight out of a Taylor Swift music video. On Monday night, October 27th, 2025, the Kansas City Chiefs faced off against the Washington Commanders at Arrowhead Stadium. And in the third quarter, the moment everyone had been waiting for finally happened. Travis Kelce, the 36-year-old superstar tight end, caught a 10-yard touchdown pass that marked his 100th career touchdown when you combine regular season and playoff stats. The crowd erupted, but what really stole the night was what came next, a celebration that had Swifties and NFL fans losing their minds alike. As soon as Kelce crossed into the end zone, he looked up toward the VIP suite where Taylor Swift was watching, dressed in a bold red turtleneck and her signature knee-high boots, sitting alongside Brittany Mahomes, the wife of Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. And then he broke into a dance that fans instantly recognized. It was the same choreography Taylor performs in her latest music video for The Fate of Ophelia from her October album, The Life of a Showgirl. The arm movements, the spins, even the final pose. It was unmistakable. Within seconds, the internet exploded. Social media platforms were flooded with clips of Kelce's celebration. Swifties across the world posted side-by-side videos of Kelce's dance and Taylor's original choreography, pointing out how perfectly he matched her moves. The captions were full of excitement. Travis doing the Ophelia dance. He really said, "Touchdown for Taylor." Their love story is straight out of a movie. But this wasn't just a random gesture. It was a deeply symbolic one. Taylor's song, The Fate of Ophelia, includes a line that fans say perfectly matches the moment. Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. And the most poetic part? Taylor's favorite number, 13, and Travis's jersey number, 87, add up to exactly 100, the number he just achieved. Whether planned or not, fans saw that as the ultimate romantic Easter egg. Kelce's connection to Swift has transformed him from a football icon into a full-blown pop culture phenomenon. Over his 13 seasons in the NFL, he's built one of the greatest careers ever for a tight end. But this moment blurred the line between sports and celebrity like never before. For years, Kelce's name was synonymous with clutch plays and Super Bowl wins, but now it's also linked with love, music, and global fame. After the game, reporters asked Kelce how it felt to hit 100 touchdowns, and he laughed in classic Travis fashion, saying, "I'm just the old lucky dog still getting to do this thing. I'm putting on the pads like I'm 15 again. I'm loving every single bit of it." His words showed a mix of pride and humility, but fans couldn't help noticing that glimmer in his eyes whenever Taylor's name came up. Patrick Mahomes, always the loyal teammate, praised him too. That's the true chief of chiefs. He's the leader, the energy, the soul of this team. To see him hit that milestone, that's legacy stuff. And doing it like that, that's Kelce. For Taylor Swift, this wasn't just another night in the suite. It was a statement of support, of pride, and unity. Dressed in her signature red, she looked radiant, smiling, clapping, and celebrating with Brittany Mahomes as the crowd roared. And yes, cameras caught her mouthing the words, "I love you," when Kelce looked her way. Fans online couldn't stop replaying that tiny, fleeting moment. This wasn't their first viral connection on the field, but it was arguably their biggest. Since their relationship became public in late 2023, every Kansas City Chiefs game that Taylor attended has become a spectacle of its own, part NFL event, part pop concert. Ticket sales spike, TV ratings skyrocket, and the cameras never miss a chance to show Taylor cheering in the box. But Monday's game was special, not because of who was in the stands, but because of what that 100th touchdown meant. It was history, passion, and pure showmanship rolled into one. Now let's not forget the significance of that number. Only a handful of tight ends in NFL history have ever reached 100 career touchdowns. For someone like Kelce, who entered the league back in 2013 and battled injuries early in his career, this is the kind of milestone that cements his place among the all-time greats. He's tied now with Priest Holmes for the most total touchdowns in Kansas City history, and that's no small feat. But beyond the stats, what makes this milestone unforgettable is the story behind it. The journey, the romance, the timing. Just weeks ago, Taylor Swift dropped her new album, The Life of a Showgirl, a record filled with themes of love, loyalty, and standing by someone in the spotlight. The visuals, the aesthetic, even the album's tone all seem to reflect her relationship with Kelce. When he arrived at Arrowhead that night wearing a full orange Fendi ensemble, colors echoing Taylor's latest album visuals, fans called it a coordinated statement. And honestly, it looked like one. Social media went into overdrive. On X, one post showing Taylor's reaction to the touchdown hit nearly 10 million views overnight. On TikTok, creators dissected every frame of his dance, calling it the most romantic touchdown celebration in NFL history. Even non-sports fans tuned in just to see what people were talking about. Some sports analysts rolled their eyes, saying the Swift spotlight overshadows the game itself, but most agree Travis Kelce has found a way to merge football greatness with pop culture like no one else ever has. He's not just catching passes anymore, he's creating moments that resonate far beyond the field. And honestly, it's impossible not to feel the emotion behind it all. Think about it. 13 seasons, 100 touchdowns, countless records, and through it all, a relationship that's played out on one of the biggest stages in the world. For Taylor, who once sang about Romeo and the Bleachers, it feels like a real-life sequel to her lyrics. For Kelce, it's the perfect way to celebrate not just a career milestone, but the woman who's been cheering him on through every snap. After the game, photos surfaced of the couple leaving the stadium hand in hand. Taylor still smiling ear to ear. Fans noticed she wore a small 87 charm on her necklace, a quiet, subtle tribute that said more than any words could. Reporters shouted questions as they walked by, but they just laughed and waved as they slipped into their car as the cameras flashed. As the Kansas City Chiefs prepare to face the Buffalo Bills on November 2nd, all eyes will once again be on Kelce and Swift. Will he break the franchise touchdown record? Will there be another subtle nod to Taylor from the field? No one knows, but one thing's for sure. Whatever happens, it'll dominate headlines the next morning. Because at this point, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift aren't just a couple, they're a cultural phenomenon. They've turned Sunday Night Football into must-watch pop entertainment. They've bridged the gap between sports fans and Swifties. And now with 100 touchdowns in the books, Kelce's story has officially entered legendary status, not just for what he's done on the field, but for how he's done it, with heart, humor, and a touch of showbiz magic. As fans continue to celebrate the milestone, one comment on social media summed it up perfectly. He didn't just score a touchdown. He scored a moment that will go down in pop culture history. Travis Kelce's 100th touchdown will be replayed for years to come, not just for the pass, but for the dance, the gesture, and that unmistakable glance toward Taylor Swift. It wasn't just a play, it was poetry in motion. And that right there is what makes this story unforgettable. The athlete, the artist, and the magic that happens when love meets legacy. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.